Hi there, come on in. Okay, so let's get started. I am gonna quickly grab myself a cup of coffee because you know what? That's what we gotta do. I hope that you yourself will stop what you're doing, grab a cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea and join me because today we're gonna share with you our family favorite Christmas casserole. I really want you to learn how to make that so you can do that for your family on Christmas morning. I'm also gonna teach you how to elevate that Christmas morning experience because I believe that that is our responsibility, ladies. It is our responsibility to bring that magical, wonderful experience for our family on Christmas morning. And then we're gonna talk about why is it important to do that and why is it our job? I'm going to share all those things with you today on the show. Okay, everybody, so I promised you we were going to make my family favorite breakfast Christmas casserole. So I'm going to show you how to make this, and I want you to take a deep breath. It's very, very easy. You can do this right at home, and it's not complicated, but it will absolutely look so beautiful when you serve it to your family. So remember that the recipe is going to be on the website so you can get all the measurements and stuff on that. So let's get started. Okay, first you're going to notice my hair is back. Make sure that when you are cooking in the kitchen, pull that hair back for all of you who have long hair because we don't want our hair in our family's food. Nobody wants that. Okay, we're going to get started with 18 eggs, okay? I am going to have you take, let me move this around here. I'm going to have you take 18 eggs. Of course, I've already pre-cracked these in here, and we're just going to whisk that up. We're going to whisk up those eggs, and we're going to put that in a buttered 9x13 dish. And then I am going to take that and pour it straight in. That's the first thing we're going to do. So I like to layer my casseroles like this. I'm going to pour that first right in, okay? And then we are going to add, I pre-browned some sausage and onion together. This is your basic breakfast sausage that you can find in the grocery store. It's like in a little roll. You can use spicy, you can use regular, you can use maple, whatever you guys like in your family. So I already pre-browned this with some onions. I'm just gonna pour that in there and get that all mixed in. And then I'm gonna take, let's see, what's next? We're gonna take some salt, and we're gonna take some pepper. You guys, the seasoning is that's your game changer. Because if you're not seasoning your food, everything tastes a little bland. And we don't want bland, we want good. Don't over salt it because you can always salt it at the table. My secret ingredient to most of my dishes is what's called Uncle Julio's seasoning. I'm telling you, it comes out of my hometown of Del Rio, Texas. I love it so much. You can find it in a lot of your local grocery stores. If not, go to their website and get that for yourself because you're gonna be glad you did. A little garlic salt. Again, I just kind of put a little in there. And then I'm gonna mix that up. Now let me tell you one of my secrets to making food for my family. I am a huge believer in the words that come out of your mouth create your world. And so if I am preparing food for my family, I want to bless the food while I'm preparing it. Let me explain that to you. I'm sure you've heard, how powerful your words are. They actually create your atmosphere. They create your world. The Bible says in Proverbs, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? So what you think, you say, and what you say becomes your reality. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about what I want to put into the food that they're going to eat and the environment that I'm living in. And so I always want to be thinking about how can I bless my family? How can I bring in that Spirit of the Lord right here into my house and bring that peaceful atmosphere to my home? You guys know we need some peace today, right? So let's go ahead and mix that in. But while I'm mixing that, I'm literally thanking Jesus. I thank you, Lord, for the blessing of the finances to actually buy this food. I'm thanking you, Lord, that I have a family to cook for. I thank you, Lord, that my family is going to be here to eat with me so that we can honor you and bless you. And Lord, I ask that you take this food and I ask that you bless my family as they eat it. That it doesn't even just bless their tummies and their minds, but it blesses their hearts and it blesses my home. Next, I'm gonna put in some hash browns. You can get these fresh or frozen at the grocery store. But they're already kind of pre-cut. If you have your own potatoes and you wanna grate these, you can do that. But I'm gonna put that in there, already made. Y'all, this is really like a really amazing quick dish. Now, a little bit of my extra secret here is gonna be salsa. I love putting salsa inside of my Christmas casserole because it just gives it that extra little kick. And I think you're really gonna enjoy that. So put that salsa in there, mix it. And I'm standing here by myself and I'm making this in the morning because I normally get up super early on Christmas morning to make sure that this is in the oven, the bacon is frying, I can get as many, the coffee pot's brewing, because I want as many aromas going as I can when my family wakes up and smells that. Because the smell is part of what impacts your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is where all your memories are held, and your memories are what give you that warm heart to think, oh, these traditions that I love, and they will draw your family back in. Okay, the last step for me, let me put this away over here. The last step for me is gonna be the cheese. Now I'm gonna take just a regular bag of cheese, and again, all the measurements are on the website, on the recipe, and I'm gonna pour that right in there. I'm gonna mix that cheese in so it's kind of all part of the casserole. I just love it so much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 for about 35 to 45 minutes. Now let me tell you, how do you know it's done? When you go to take that out of the oven, you wanna jiggle it like this with your mitts on, your mittens on. Then you wanna put a toothpick in the center of it. If it jiggles, it's not ready, push it back in, okay? But if you take that toothpick and you push it in and take it out and it's still wet, it's not ready. And listen, if you cut open into that thing on the breakfast table and it's soggy, don't freak out. Just put it back in for a couple more minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, but I have a little surprise for you. Guess what? I've already put one in the oven for you. So we can go ahead and cut into this now.
That smells really good.
Hello! This is my husband, by the way, everybody. This is Simon.
Hello,
How do you
buddy.
feel about our Christmas mornings?
I love it. I'm very traditional. So when we first got married and your family was around, they get up, they wear their pajamas and come out and eat breakfast. I'm like, whoa, what is going on? We're not going to dress up for Christmas?
Because you're from England and everybody gets dressed up.
Right, but what do we do now?
We get up and get dressed.
That's right.
And we have a nice, beautiful breakfast
Because
morning.
you can spend 364 days in your pajamas.
That's right.
But Christmas is special to me.
Christmas is special, that's
Absolutely,
right.
yeah.
You want to taste this?
Of course I do, yeah.
Okay,
It looks so good. Yeah, then even the kids like get in the bowl and clean it out with their fingers.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Okay, taste it. Tell me what
Right.
you think. I know you love a good egg bake too. I'm going to taste it too. I want to see what that tastes like. Is that good?
Every time I taste it, it reminds me of Christmas morning.
It does.
We don't eat it all year round, do we?
No, we don't. And you know, Jade said the other day, our daughter is Jade, she said, why do we not make our Christmas morning food throughout the rest of the year?
Well, it makes it special on Christmas Day,
That's
right?
That's good.
That was good. I think you outdid yourself today.
Oh, today. Thank you. Here, let's do cheers.
Yep, cheers.
Love it. One of the etiquette is don't talk with your mouth full. So don't do what I'm doing. Well, I hope that you'll take this Christmas dish to your Christmas family on Christmas morning and help feed their souls and their tummies and their hearts. Hey friend, I just want to remind you that you matter so much. You are the heartbeat of your home. When you rise, everything around you rises. And that's what my ministry is all about. Helping women to discover who they are in God, finding freedom from the things that hold them back, and stepping boldly into the role that He's called them to fill. When you support Carla Shellis Ministries, you're helping to rescue and restore women and children from exploitation and abuse. Your partnership with us will help provide resources for others to achieve freedom in all areas of their life. Every teaching, every outreach, every rescued life is about restoring the family and the home through the woman, through you. When you support this ministry, you're saying yes to healing, yes to hope, and yes to women walking in their God-given purpose. So let's rise together and let's make our homes and our world a reflection of His love. Okay, friends, so we've just made our breakfast. We've just made that wonderful egg bake. You know, that's a tradition in my family all the way back to my mom. So now I want to teach you a little bit about the table. You know, I love the table. I believe the table is a place where we are blessed. I believe the table is a place where God is present, where we can worship together as a family. I want to encourage you in this though. Let's never let the table be a place where we argue, where we scold, where we punish, where we interrogate. This should be a place of honor and joy and fun and laughter and getting to know each other. It should also be, you know, device-free place. So let's make sure that we do that. But what I want to teach you today is how very important, ladies, I'm speaking to you, how very important it is that you are in charge of making and elevating that Christmas morning. Because I want you to know that it's by your hands, by your spirit, by your heart, that you create memories and traditions for your family. So first I'm gonna show you exactly how to set that table. I always believe that you have to have a placemat. You know what? You can get these on clearance anywhere all the time, or you can go buy some really special ones. I have a variety of them that I keep, but I always want to have a placemat. Let me teach you why. Because layers are important. Layers are so important. It changes the atmosphere of the table. If you don't have them, or if it's not in your budget, no worries. Maybe you can do a charger. Now this is a charger. This is another layer. It is beautiful. It just makes the whole table feel elevated. So I'm gonna put that charger right there on top. And then I have my beautiful white and gold gleaved plates. Now, you can use any plates you want. They don't have to be super, super fancy. And if you don't have anything fancy, don't worry. Even if you go buy a little bit of fancy paper plate, you can still make that beautiful. But just do the layers. Okay, so now that we've got the layers, I have out here my fork and my knife, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that here. Now, I do love my napkins. I collect these at vintage sales. I collect these at secondhand stores, and then I buy some whenever I travel. So I just press these because I want to go that little extra mile. I might do this a week or so before Christmas, so it's not like piled on top of my morning. And then my little napkin ring. You can also use a ribbon and make a bow if you want, but I'm just going to place that right on top. Whether you're feeding 2 or 1, if it's just you by yourself, do this for you too. Or maybe you're feeding 12. Whatever it is that you have in your family, I just want to encourage you, take that extra step, because I want you to start making things super special for your family. Now I'm going to grab, because I know we're going to have a little juice, so I'm going to put a goblet out for juice. I'm going to put the little coffee cup here. I want it all preset when they walk in. Okay, now is the food time. Let's bring the food on. So first, what I'm gonna do is bring this yummy egg bake that I just made, and I am gonna put this here. The other thing that I absolutely love to make, my mother's monkey bread that she made our whole life. And you guys, let me tell you, find those things. If your mom didn't do any of this for you, it doesn't matter, start with you. And then, another family favorite is the sausage bread. My sister started with the sausage bread, and I kind of picked it up and made it my own, but my kids love it. Of course, I love to collect these little tiny trinkety things, so I like to put my toast in something special. And then of course, we always have to have our berries. Look how cute this is. This is for jam. So I'm gonna put the salt over here. This is what I put the jam in because I found this somewhere along my way. You don't have to go buy it all right now. Also, this little pitcher is my mom's that I had growing up. I kept this, and I like to use this for special occasions. I'll come over here, and I'm gonna put the juices here for everybody. See, so I kind of already have it already set, and then I can call on them. Come on, everybody, it's time for breakfast. And I always have Christmas music playing. I have my fireplace on. I have maybe a few candles maybe going, but I wanna create this beautiful, yummy environment for my family. Now, let me just say one more thing. If by chance you don't have the actual napkin and the ring holder, and you just want to use a paper towel, that's completely okay. Just fold that in half and then fold it again. Put that fold center towards the plate, and then you take your fork and you lay it right on top of that napkin. So you always want to put that knife to the right, fork to the left, napkin on the left, if you're gonna leave it off of your plate. If you are gonna have a ring around a linen napkin, you just put it in the center. Also, your goblet or your drink glass always goes to the right corner of your plate. So make sure that you put that just to the right. Also, your coffee cup or mug is gonna go slightly down at an angle to that from the goblet. And that's what you're gonna do. Now, typically, because this is breakfast, we're not gonna serve dessert, but typically you would have your dessert spoon or fork just at the top of your plate here, just so you know that. Remember that each course starts from the outside and it works its way in. So whatever fork is there, the outside is the one you're gonna use, and you're gonna work your way in to the main set, which is your main meal. And then you go up to on top for the dessert. At the end of the day, when all of this etiquette is in place, remember that etiquette is just a tool to use in order to be that person that knows what you know. But at the center of this table, at the center of this home is you and your heart. So I just wanna make sure that you take that honor upon yourself to serve your family. Busyness is there, work is always there, life is always there, hurts and pains are always there, but it truly is your responsibility as the woman, the home, the wife, the mom, to set that intention to bring those wonderful, yummy, warm memories to your family. They will forever be grateful. So I'm calling you, friend, rise up and take back your family, take back that home, and let's do something special for your family for Christmas morning. You might have seen me on socials for my etiquette tips, so this is Manners in a Minute. If you are the hostess and everyone is sitting down to eat and you're still running around, I want you to make sure and tell everybody at the table, y'all, go ahead and start eating. Make sure and release those people so they're not all sitting and waiting for you to sit down. But if you're the person sitting at the table, etiquette will always tell you to make sure that you don't touch that plate and don't start eating until the hostess sits down. Also remember, don't start eating until everyone has been served. Why? Because that's what great people do. Christmas is coming. The holidays are here, and I am so excited about it. And I know, let me tell you, I already know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing. Here comes all of the responsibility. Here comes all of the parties. Here comes all of the decorating and all of the presents and the shopping and the wrapping the presents, all the stress that comes with the holiday season. I totally get it. I'm feeling the same way. But I believe that we can change that. I believe that we can make a difference this year. And I really want to help you to take in the beauty of the season and let go of all the pile up of stress, because you know what? Stress really is perspective. We can change that by changing our thinking. So on today's show, I want to teach you why it's important to elevate that Christmas experience for your family. I want you to know that I believe, ladies, I'm talking to you, I believe it is our responsibility to take this for our family and make it our job to make the holiday special for our family. We can't keep putting it off on our mothers or our in-laws or our spouses. We need to take the responsibility on ourselves and take that on as an honor in order to love on and nurture your family. So we're going to start with a few tips, but I want to speak to you about Colossians. In Colossians 3:23, it says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. And so see, there we go, right out of the gate. That's exactly what the Lord is telling us, is to work as though you're working onto the Lord, not into the human masters. So the first thing I want to show you is elevate the experience. Make an intention to elevate that experience. You have seen on today's show how we set up that Christmas table. I want you to just get creative and make it yours. If you need to get influenced by other people online, social media, wherever you go and find some influence. Go and find some inspiration, but be intentional at not minimizing the holidays. I want you to see this as a time to celebrate. You know what? We need reasons to celebrate. This is your time to take you back, to take the joy of life back. And I want you to insert that into your soul and let it overflow to your family, because they deserve that. And I promise you, I totally understand if you've got some trauma from the past. I get that. I get if you're so exhausted and you've got so much on your plate. But you will focus on what's important to you. So make sure that you make an intention to receive all the fun things I'm going to be teaching you throughout this show and make it fun for your family this holiday season. The next step I want to give you is elevate your dress. Why not, right? We all need a reason to get dressed up. So get that favorite Christmas outfit out. If you need to, go buy yourself something new. Get it all out for your family and get dressed up and create a beautiful meal for your family. And if you have extended family, gather everybody together, have everybody bring a certain dish and come together but get dressed up. Do something special, because we really do need to be focused on reasons to celebrate and to make it special. I found in recent years that if we don't make an intention, we slide into normal. So I want to encourage you, let's not just blow off the day and do what we do every other day. Let's make it special, because we really want to be a magnet for our family to come and be around us. In Psalms 145:4, it says, "One generation shall commend your works to another and shall declare your mighty acts." I want you to remember this. You are creating legacy for your family. Even if no one has created legacy for you, even if you're like, well, I don't really have any memories or any good traditions, start them with you. It's okay. You get to start them with you. So don't look to the past anymore. Let's look to the future. If you had wonderful memories, borrow from those memories, but make them yours. And then lastly, I want to talk about those places in your heart that might have felt like really brokenhearted. I want to talk about those places that maybe you feel are triggering you. Maybe you feel like, man, every time I think of Christmas, all I can think about is the bad memories. One of the things we can do to our brain and our mind, which are connected, is we can start intentionally focusing on a dream or a vision for the future. And when you start activating those cells in your brain to focusing on something good, then what happens is the old memories of the past begin to lose their strength. Let me give you an analogy. It'd be like if I just lifted this weights with this arm every day for like 6 months, okay? And I did the perfect exercises on this arm. I never touched this arm. This arm would start sculpting and be absolutely beautiful. But this arm would actually be flat and unflattering, because I've worked out these muscles, but not these, and you'd probably be able to see the difference. So it's the same thing with your brain. If you keep focusing on the memories of the past, what you're going to do is keep building the memories of the past. But if you keep focusing on something new, even if you haven't lived it yet, if you create a thought in your head, a dream of what you want your Christmas to look like, and only repeat those thoughts, what will happen is the thoughts that you're not exercising anymore begin to atrophy. They begin to lose their strength, and then they just go away. And then one day you think, I don't even remember what I was so upset about. Right? So I really, really, really want you to be intentional. You're going to hear that word a lot from me. Intentional at creating a vision, create a dream. What is it you want in your life? What do you want your Christmas mornings to look like? Even if right now, I don't have grandchildren yet, but I'm already dreaming and building my Christmas mornings and my traditions for my grandchildren one day. So even if you don't have anything right now, or you don't have anyone in your life, it doesn't stop you from dreaming. So start dreaming right now. In Proverbs 14:1, it says, "The wise woman builds her house, but with one of her own hands, the foolish one can tear it down." And so let's not be the foolish one to tear down our home. Let's be the wise woman that starts building our house. I believe in you, friend, and I believe you have what it takes. And if you'll start practicing those little exercises of dreaming about what you want, of imagining things that you want, and focus on those things. And every time your mind tries to go back to the past, go, nope, 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 nope. Come back to that vision of the future. You have to be intentional, because your mind will automatically pull to the past. So let's pull that back and let's focus on where we're going instead of where we've been. Let's focus on what we want instead of what we don't want. Let's focus on what we love instead of what we don't love. I hope that that's helped you today. I hope that you will grab hold of that and take your life by intention, and let's make some new memories together. Hey friends, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like you give and you give until there's nothing left for you? If you're married, you might feel responsible for your spouse's happiness, or even carry guilt for things that were really never yours to fix. Maybe you're questioning, why do I feel like I'm so alone? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone. So many of us have been there, and trust me, I have been there. I've been stuck in survival mode, trying to be everything for everyone, all while ignoring the truth of my own pain. But you know what I figured out? That is not how God intended for us to live. God created us to live from a place of being, not doing. I want to help you get to that place. And that's why I created the Freedom Formula. It's a powerful journey of emotional and spiritual healing, helping you discover for yourself that you are enough and that you can get it done and not be completely spent and exhausted. You can actually find a peace that's not robbed every time someone else that you love needs more from you. Because when a woman walks in her God-given freedom, she experiences a joy that she's never known before. And guess who benefits first from that overflow of her joy? First her, then her family, then her children notice it, and even her home. Everything shifts. If any of this resonates with you, if any of this makes sense to you, then this formula is for you. The Freedom Formula is an online course that you can take right from the privacy of your home and at your own pace. Listen, I'm a huge fan of therapy, but sometimes that can cost between $500 to $600 a month. And for $399 a year, you can take a step that will change your life forever. And if you grab the bundle, you'll get my beautiful workbook journal, plus a few little surprises that I want to throw in there just for you. And here's the most beautiful part. When you enroll in the Freedom Formula, you're also gifting it to another woman in need. It could be a woman in a safe house, recovering from abuse, or even sexual exploitation. Because God wants to use your healing to unlock someone else's. Let's start by saying yes to you. Yes to your healing, yes to your freedom, yes to finding your purpose, and most importantly, yes to becoming the woman that God has always designed you to be. Because everything that you need is already within you. Okay, we are wrapping up this wonderful show where we all learned how to make that amazing Christmas casserole that my family has every year. And in addition to that, I know we talked a little bit about why it's important to elevate that Christmas experience. I hope you were really inspired by that. And also, how to make that table so beautiful. You know, my main goal for you is to be inspired and never feel required. I just want you to feel lifted up and encouraged to bring your very best to your home and into your family. And I always want you to remember, everything that you need is already within you. Right, family? Y'all want some cookies? Let's get some cookies. My family's here. Yay, yay, yay. Let's have cookies for everybody. Cookies for everybody. You should try my recipe, Prima. None for Ferdy, okay. Yay, everybody get some cookies. Cookie cheers. Cheers, 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 cheers.